Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Dustin Hopkins about set to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line. Ready!
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They find some open field here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Willis now off play action.
He's going to air one out. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10.
At their own 18. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
From the 22, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Chargers had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year, and they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 24, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Henry running right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trying on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Herbert on 1st down now. That's complete to John Ross.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Herbert now. He finds his target, Allen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Michelle will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And it's hauled in by Austin.
Come on, man. It's a top round, man. Don't even try to act like you don't know who this top round is, man.
The 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
It's big hound, man.
They'll try the right side with him.
Oh, you gonna learn about him?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
What up,
Brandon, we
okay?
just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want.
You got
on the
over
defensive
there.
side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Credit in with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You a baby back
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to
They always have a home.
A really nice job swimming to the ball carrier.
Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
6'8". Now I got a couple of them.
Setting up to throw on first down. This is swung out to Eckler.
Yeah, he's 6'8" point guard.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
We first round draft pick.
On 2nd down, Eckler.
Oh, no.
Not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Steph Owens, like Steph Curry.
Now it's Herbert. They'll find
Man, he
Everett
went
there
first
complete.
round.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone.
You're not trying to put me in no lead,
Because
you don't play the game, bro.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in trouble.
He gets this down to the 3.
Trying to get that home.
Want the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Don't get me up out of here, man.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I wish, bro.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get it across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Look who they sell. So, I'd be like, lucky.
Hopkins with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The boys be on the game, Mike. Oh, what the fuck?
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Hey,
this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
You got their number?
But my phone dead, bro.
I'm in the game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans. Now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
Man, I'm done with this fucking game, bro. This shit lame as fuck, bro. God.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season. His play was only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6.
I said, how the hell the boy get done off at the 30 plus
Just
like
about
that?
every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe
I'm
throw.
screaming, bro.
And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now the half not quite over yet. This
How do you
is
just
a lifeline
nail that?
for the miss.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Hey, I'm going to start about going out of that, bro, man.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis on Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
They got to give you a lump sum.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Again to Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
Derwin James
and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because
You playing the yard tonight, bro? Or what?